Hi, everyone, and welcome to this 25-minute yoga flow for stability and balance. This fluid practice will ignite your core and stabilize your muscles to help build strength and concentration. Let's begin in tabletop with hands under shoulders and knees under hips. On an inhale, arch your back and lift your chin through cow pose. Exhale, round your back, relax the neck through cat. Inhale through cow, a belly stretch. And exhale through cat, a back stretch. One more each way, moving with your breath. Now return to a flat back and extend your left leg back. Lower the toes and pivot the right foot behind the right knee to a modified side plank, extending the top arm up and overhead, breathing deep into a left side body stretch. Return to tabletop and switch sides, extending the right leg long. Pivot on the left knee. Right arm reaches up and overhead to deepen your right side lateral stretch. Continue to breathe long, deep breaths through the nose. Now return to tabletop and inhale the left arm high, wide to the side. Exhale. Hug the arm under the chest as you press into a cat stretch, belly button to spine. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hug in, a core activation. One more. Inhale. Exhale, a deep round through the back. From here, lower the left shoulder down and left side of the head down. Extend your right arm overhead, fingertips to the mat. And breathe deep into this torso twist. Press back to tabletop and inhale the right arm high, wide to the side. Exhale, hug the arm under the chest, a deep round through the back. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, belly button to spine. One more. Inhale. Exhale to a deep round. Then lower the right shoulder down, right side of your head to the mat. Extend your left arm overhead, fingertips to the mat, and breathe into this nice shoulder stretch and twist. Good. Now come through tabletop once again, and from there, downward facing dog. Take some movement in this first downward dog of the practice, bending one knee at a time, yes and no with the head, releasing the neck. Begin to walk your hands to your feet at the back of your mat. Heel toe your feet hip distance, then fold over gently bent knees. Take a breath here. With chin to chest, slowly rise to stand, one vertebrae at a time. Then with hands at heart center, interlace the fingers, shine the palms down, forward and overhead to a long morning stretch. Then rise to the mounds of your toes. Hold. Now lower the heels, release the arms, chin to chest. Slowly roll all the way back down to a fold. This time, reach hands for elbows in ragdoll and create a gentle sway from side to side. Good. Now release the hands and walk back to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high to the sky for your three-legged dog. As you exhale, lunge the right foot between your hands and lower the back knee to the mat. Untuck the toes. Inhale to rise, reaching arms to the sky. Interlace fingers, pointer fingers long. Inhale to open your heart. Exhale through a very gentle back bend. Take another big breath in. And exhale lowers the hands, stepping back to down dog. Other side. Inhale left leg high. Exhale lunges the left foot through. Lower the back knee to the mat. On an inhale, reach up and interlace your fingers, pointer fingers long. Take another big breath in. Exhale through a gentle back bend. Stay for another breath. And exhale to lower your hands to the mat. This time stepping to the top of your mat with your feet hip distance. Inhale, press to half lift with the option for hands to legs or fingertips brush the earth. Create a long spine and another big breath in. As you exhale, plant your hands and lunge your right foot back, coming to runner's lunge. From here, sweep the left arm high to a twisted lunge. Power up the back leg and reach the crown of the head forward, gazing up. Lower the top hand and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll through to plank pose. Hold from knees or toes. Refrain from hanging the head. Draw the belly button back and take another big breath in. Exhale lowers the knees, and with a long spine, take a very slow lower all the way to the mat. Lower the forehead, then guide fingertips to the outer edges of your mat in line with your chest. Elbows point back as you inhale through a gentle cobra pose. Good. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale to rise, one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, lower just the same. One last. Inhale. Exhale to the mat. Now plant your hands, press up to tabletop, tuck your toes and lower hips to heels, head to the mat for child's pose with a foot stretch. Breathe deep into your feet. Keep your toes tucked as you rise to tabletop and lift the knees a little bit off the mat, coming through bear pose. Now press the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and exhale lunges the right foot between your hands, runner's lunge. Lifting your right arm high to the sky for twisted lunge. One long line of energy from the crown of your head to the back heel pressing back. Now lower the top hand and step to the top of your mat. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale through a fold. Inhale to stand. Reach up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale through plank pose from knees or toes. Take a big breath in. And exhale through chaturanga. Inhale through upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for a few long deep breaths, lengthening the back body. On your next inhale, rise to tiptoes, bend through knees, walk, lunge, or hop to the top of your mat through half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to stand, rise up, reach up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Chair pose. Bend deep into your knees, sweep the arms by the ears, roll the shoulders down the back. Tuck the lower rib cage and shift the weight towards your heels. Take another big breath in. Exhale to swan dive over straight legs. Good. Half lift inhale. Exhale to step the left foot back, pivot the back heel down. Warrior 2, inhale, rise. Stack shoulders over hips. Front knee tracks in line with front toes, and the gaze is forward. Now inhale to press the front leg straight, with back hand to back leg, extending top arm by the ear, peaceful triangle. Exhale through triangle pose, arms wide, heel toe or hop the back foot in, and lower your right hand to your leg as a prop, or float your fingertips to the mat for an extra core challenge, gazing up to your top thumb. Breathe into a long back. Lower the top hand, pivot to the ball of the back foot, squaring the hips forward. And with a long spine, fold over your front thigh for pyramid pose. Maintain a long spine and breathe into your front hamstring stretch. Beautiful. Now press to a half lift inhale and walk through half standing splits, lifting your left leg straight up off the mat. Stay where you are or take a balance challenge. Bend through the standing leg and walk your hands in towards your right foot. Right hand might hold your ankle or both hands might hold your ankle, keeping the top leg strong, breathing deeply. Now plant your hands, step your top foot back and send your front leg high to three-legged dog. Bend into the knee and open the hip wide. Option here to flow through chaturanga, floating the right toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale through downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale lifts the left leg high to the sky. Exhale steps the left foot between your hands through warrior 2. Inhale, rise. Inhale through peaceful triangle. Back hand to thigh, extend the top arm. Exhale, triangle pose. Narrow the distance between your feet and lower the left hand to your leg or float the fingertips off the mat for a core challenge. Gazing up, reaching the crown of the head forward and pressing into both feet. Come through pyramid pose. Frame the front foot and pivot to the ball of your back foot. Then fold over your front thigh with a long back. Breathe into this front hamstring stretch. Inhale through a half lift, through half standing splits, lifting your right leg straight up and back. Stay here or take a bend in the standing knee, walking the hands towards that foot. Left hand might hold the ankle or both hands. Keep your eyes focused on a spot and stay connected with breath. Good work. Now plant your hands. Step your top foot back and your left leg high to three-legged dog. Bend through the knee, open the hip wide. And on an exhale, flow through chaturanga with the option to float those left toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press through the tops of your feet. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, floats the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot to the inside of your right thumb, rising to high lunge. Reach your arms to the sky. Interlace your fingers, pointer fingers long. Inhale, and exhale to a gentle back bend. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, sweeps your right arm back to a twisted lunge, gazing back, breathing deep. For a balance challenge, lower your left fingertips to a hover inside or outside of your front ankle. Extending the top arm in one line, focus your eyes on a spot to help you balance. Now come through runner's lunge, then half standing splits. From here, half moon. With your right hand under shoulder, reach your left arm high in one line. Option to gaze up. Keep the top leg strong. This will help you to balance. And breathe deeply. Lower your top hand, step your top foot back, sending front leg high to the sky. Flow through chaturanga with the option, float your right toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, floats the left leg high. Exhale, the left foot to the inside of the left thumb. Rise to high lunge and interlace your fingers, pointer fingers long. Roll your shoulders down your back, pull the belly button inward, and take a gentle back bend. Inhale through center. Exhale the left arm back to twisted high lunge. Do your best to create one line with the arms. Breathe deeply. Now slowly lower your front hand either to the inside or outside edge of the front foot. Arms reach in a line. Focus your eyes and stay connected to breath. Good. Now let's transition into half standing splits. Right leg straight up and back. And with the left hand under shoulder, send your right arm high as well. Gaze up if that's accessible, and breathe deep. Now lower the top hand and your top foot to meet bottom. Inhale through half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend deeply through the knees, lower hips to heels, and give yourself a little hug here. Now lower your seat and prepare for boat pose. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Rise up onto the sits bones and lift your feet in line with your knees. Arms in line with shoulders. Lift your heart. Cross your legs in. Try not to touch the ground with your toes. And set up for your second set of boat pose. Breathe deeply with the option to extend your legs this time. Embrace the shakes. One more breath. Good. Now cross the legs in, give yourself a hug, and set up for reverse tabletop. Separate your feet hip distance. Fingertips point towards your seat as you inhale the hips up in line with your knees. Now option to stay or lift one leg up to the sky, really pressing into your bottom foot to keep your hips high. Gaze towards your top toes. Lower your foot, then lower your seat. Pause for a breath. And when you're ready, set up for your second set. Inhale the hips up and lift the other leg to the sky. Press into your bottom foot, keep the hips high, and gaze towards the toes. Lower your foot and your hips. Then come onto your backside with knees into your chest, hands to shins, rock side to side. Cross right leg over top of left. With hands to shins, hug your knees in towards your chest for a nice hip stretch on the right side. Option to keep your legs crossed as you release your arms long and let your knees fall to your left side, gazing over the right shoulder as it melts into the mat. Now inhale your knees through center and cross them the other way. Left leg over top of right this time. Hands to shins, hug the knees in, breathing into a left side hip stretch. Relax your shoulders, your face and jaw. Option to keep your legs crossed as they roll over to the right side of your mat and you gaze to the left side. Melt everything into the earth and breathe long, deep breaths into this final twist of practice. On your next inhale, guide your knees through center, uncrossing them, And with hands under thighs, rock up through to a comfortable seated position, perhaps cross-legged or with one shin in front of the other, Sukhasana. Reach fingertips by your sides, inhaling the right arm high. Exhale to your left side for a side body lengthen. Then exhale to circle your top arm forward and around to the other side, extending the left arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale, lower and circle, a big sweeping circle to your left side. One more. On an exhale, circle forward and around. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Inhale to rise, hands touch. Exhaling, hands through heart center. Thank you for joining me in this practice. If you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up, share it, and consider subscribing to the channel. See you in the next one. Namaste.